Papers that have just been given to the National Archives reveal that Tony Blair was strongly warned against pursuing his open borders policy by his team around him. Okay, I've often in the past given Tony benefit of the doubt that, he didn't know what the possible consequences would be. He was told by economists it would be good for the economy, and so he pursued it. But now we're finding out that people were ringing the alarm bells in his close team back then, but he ignored them. He didn't want to hear it. So the Sky News are reporting today, Tony Blair opened UK borders to East European migrants despite misgivings, newly released files show. So this is about the time when the EU brought in added in new countries from Eastern Europe, like Poland, for example. And with freedom of movement, obviously that could result in a huge sudden influx of people then wanting to move countries within Europe. And understandably, a huge influx all at once could cause some problems. And so other European nations had the ability, despite being EU members and having the freedom of movement, they had the ability to have a transition period that would restrict the number of people coming from those Eastern European countries that were newly added. But Tony decided, nope, don't need a transition period. Open the floodgates, open borders, let them all come in. So let's have a look at what's going on and what he was warned about. So the papers given to the National Archives show that the Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott and the Foreign Secretary Jack Straw both urged Tony Blair to delay his policy, warning that there would be a huge surge in immigration if they did not put in place a transition period like other countries did. The Cabinet Papers show that the Home Office have predicted the impact of allowing unrestricted access to the UK jobs market for the new countries would be relatively limited, but within weeks the numbers arriving were far outstripping previous estimates. Okay, so they underestimated, despite the people in the close team ringing the warning bells that this could go terribly wrong. We had some papers from the Home Office saying this isn't going to be that bad, and Tony believed them. 3 months before the policy was due to be implemented, Mr. Straw wrote to Blair calling for a rethink, warning that other countries who we thought would be joining us have begun to peel away. And let's have a look at what some of the other countries did. The countries that actually did the logical thing and put a transition period in place. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward to me to put some kind of safety mechanism in place to make sure that if there is a huge wave of people all wanting to move at once, that it doesn't cause your country to fall apart. So France, Germany, Spain, Austria, Belgium, Finland, Greece and Luxembourg were all imposing transition periods of at least 2 years. Portugal is likely to follow suit. He wrote, Italy is undecided. Sweden, Netherlands and Denmark, who were with us, have all announced the introduction of work and or residence permits for those wishing to avail themselves of the concession. He was backed by Mr. Prescott, who said he was extremely concerned, this is coming from Straw, who's writing this, extremely concerned about the pressures on social housing from a sudden influx of new migrants. So there we have it. Tony was warned. He was told not to go ahead with this policy. He did not listen to those in his team. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Should we forgive Tony for starting the open borders policy? Is he responsible for what is happening today, where we've got nearly 1 million net migration in a year, or should he be forgiven? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching.
Still watching? Well, I've got a quick ask for you. Recent UK, we're fighting the woke brigade and inspiring young Brits, but we need your help to go bigger. We're hosting a fundraiser and would love you to sign up and share the link on the big day. It's easy, it makes a massive impact, and there are prizes for top fundraisers. Click the Google form in the description to join us. Cheers very much. Let's keep going together.